Okay guys, so I specifically waited till after I saw Captain Marvel to report on the box office numbers and which way they could go. As we said on the podcast, which you guys can check out up there, it was kind of an unknown factor. You know, I had no idea what we were walking into. I don't think anybody did as you look at the box office predictions. So let's talk about those and what way it might go. So as I said, you know, I waited till I saw Captain Marvel. Always the best way to kind of gauge something, I guess, in the interest, specifically something as controversial as Captain Marvel, where people apparently are saying no theaters are sold out. People are posting pictures, and other people are like, every screen I've seen is sold out. I can't get a ticket till Saturday. So I don't know, right? The theater we went to, personally, was the most filled I've seen it outside of Avengers and Star Wars. So to me, that's a good indicator. And what I noticed specifically looking at the crowds was there was a huge female factor and also more kids than I've ever seen at these films before, which to me tells me that that's kind of what we have to look forward to this weekend. And us nerds aren't exactly part of, like, the general masses that go to all of these movies, right? You know, so when you think of it that way, just looking at this from an outside, it seems like it's going to do good. So box office estimates still at most websites are 120 to 150 million, which honestly, when you look at that, you compare it to something like Wonder Woman, for example. Obviously, everybody's going to compare it to that. 102 million, that's pretty admirable, right? So DC's first female movie, Captain Marvel, doing over 120. It's really good. At the same time, you have to look at a few factors here. You know, it's the biggest franchise in history for Marvel, but it's a brand new character that's never appeared anywhere, unlike the likes of Black Panther and Spider-Man, which had the additional help of appearing in Civil War first, which went on to make 1.3 billion. So they had that push. She doesn't. And optimistically, just by looking at the numbers and what I saw from stats, Disney's looking at making 100 million this weekend. That's what they've told investors. So if they make 105, everybody wins. If they make 120, the investors are dancing half naked on tables. If they make any more than 120, everybody's going to be funding the next decade of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel at the forefront, right next to, you know, Chadwick Boseman. So everything's looking pretty good. Honestly, it's probably, just by looking at it and by seeing people post pictures, it's probably going to do over 115, 120, and realistically, you know, Disney's going to release that report Monday, Tuesday afternoon, whatever the official estimates were. You know, the big websites will crunch their numbers and probably release it Sunday afternoon, so we'll know. But overall, I don't think there's any worry here. You know, I certainly didn't see anybody in there that was part of the whole boycott thing, so seemed pretty good. We'll talk about it, I guess, in the next couple days.